What's up, kiddos? It's your friend Can, and I'm back with more Hiveswap Friendship Simulator. The last friend did not go as well as I had hoped, but maybe the next kiddo will do a little bit better. Considering there's 2 of them, so that's double the chance of getting it correct, right? In theory. Let's just speed on through here. So we're gonna come and meet Kuprum and Folykl. I feel like one of those letters is probably silent. Nah, you gotta have that Y. Folykl. Actually, Folykl might work. Kuprum and Folykl. I don't know. However you want to pronounce it. Anyway, we're going to meet these 2 kiddos and see what their deal is. Wandering deeper into the city, you wash up on the shores of what looks like a rougher part of town. Comparatively, everything about Alternia is rough, but down here the streets get narrower, dingier. The buildings are run down. Streetlights flicker and the patrolling drones look less inclined to serve and protect and more likely to shoot you and claim it was self-defense. You haven't seen any tracks, but if you had, this place would definitely be on the wrong side of them. Again, empathetically, you don't know what you're talking about. Everything you know has been gleaned from exceedingly painful trial by fire, but this looks like the sort of place no one cares about except the people who live there. A noisy group of trolls spills into the street up ahead, and you quickly duck behind a row of garbage cans. Oh cool, I got garbage can. Oh look! It's our Empress deer. You have recently become gun-shy around groups. Yeah, no shit. Especially since most of these guys look fancy and are wearing symbols in varying shades of blue. Which I might note, other than L-word, we have had very bad experiences with the Blue Bloods, so let's maybe avoid them. Not to generalize, but Blue Bloods are starting to freak you out. Yeah, there you go. Everybody here messes with you, but the higher castes do it with a government sanction. These particular Blue Bloods all look as lost as you did several friends ago, gazing around in varying flavors of amusement and frustration. They glance nervously between each other and the looming buildings on either side. Oh. This is some startling music. Also, y'all don't look like a Blue Blood to me, but what's up, kids? Well, okay. With a hot jolt of adrenaline, you realize you aren't the only person hiding in a pile of garbage. Whoa, we're gonna lower the volume on that. There's someone else. 2 someones, actually. What you initially take as one large lumpy troll resolves on second glance into 2 smaller trolls, a girl and a boy. The girl is clinging to the boy's back, like a very greasy sloth. It looks like a pretty precarious position in your opinion. You've recently become an expert in falling down. They are both skinny and stringy, and damn, you thought that smell was from the garbage, but it might be them. Blue's just busy living their pathetic lives. Walking out of their hives, straight into our trap. Idiots never see it coming. You ask if they mean the trolls out in the street. Probably you should just mind your own business, but when the fuck have you ever done that before? Also, it's nice to see someone besides you getting mocked for once. You kind of want to join in on the mocking. Who the fuck are you? Where'd you come from? A trash creature. Born out of trash. Yeah, that's me. Well, so much for not getting mocked. These 2 are probably equal opportunity mockers, though. They mock everyone. Kind of like Polypa had been with murder. They keep sniggering. You can't help thinking you are being called out. Stick up for yourself or take it lying down. Oh boy, well... You know what? I'm not in the mood to fight. You never thought about what a weirdly sexual idiom that is. Okay. Regardless, you decide to swallow your protests. Hey, that's pretty sexual also. Thanks, English language. You don't want to start out a friendship with hostility. If you had parents, they would have told you that 2 wrongs don't make a right. You could argue it isn't worth trying to befriend people who open with insults, but that's just how people are here. You gotta roll with it or get out of town. And since you literally can't go anywhere, you'll just roll, and you really, really want more friends. Addiction is a powerful thing. You admit that you don't have a lusus, and that you are pretty used to insults these days. You included an affected shrug to demonstrate just how easily everything rolls off your back. You add in a contrite little kick at the pavement and hang your head, even if you aren't quite sure what you did wrong. Rusty dunks out on their own damn self. Don't have to do shit. This could be kind of relaxing for us. The girl turns her weird, spidery face toward you. You should come hang out. Wait, what? You want to hang out with this bottom feeder? They look like a huge drag. I already have enough dead weight with your ass to drag around. Oh man, you really hit the jackpot with these guys. 2 friends for the price of 1. To answer your earlier question that you may have forgotten you asked, Kuprum hacked their palm husk GPS to bring them down here. Idiots can't do shit without their fancy tech. The blue bloods are arguing now. Somebody throws a punch. You figure it's a good prank, if a little mean-spirited. I still don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. Folykl. Wait a minute, is that a joke on the name, on the word follicle? I'm gonna say it's Folykl. Okay. Folykl stops yanking at Kuprum's hair and looks at you. Wow, you really are pretty basic. Hey, Kuprum. She gives his hair another yank, like it's reins and he's her horse. Kuprum grins, showing a bunch of big, blunt teeth. He raises a hand that crackles with white-hot energy. Those don't look very blunt, honey. Those look pretty damn sharp. Your stomach oh no. Your stomach clenches and your feet leave the pavement just enough for your toes to drag along the ground as you float over to them. For a few seconds, you have zero control over your body. Kuprum lets you go when you land hard enough on your heels to make your ankles twinge. One of the flickering streetlights shines down on Foxel's face. What you had initially taken as deep-set eyes are actually no eyes. There are black holes in her face. It looks super creepy and also super painful. Yeah? So what? You think I would just have eyes like some kind of normie? You would never accuse her of that. That isn't really a word you have in your lexicon. He keeps doing that, saying the word- Oh, I have to say it, I'm sorry. He keeps doing that, saying the word instead of laughing. It's actually a hell of a power play. Goddamn idiot doesn't know a case of void rot when they see it. Void rot, I'm sorry. Void rot when they see it. Have you never met a Goldblood before? You have, but you aren't sure if Sarava counts. They're an internet celebrity, for one thing. For another, they have eyes. Well, one eye. And the other one wasn't lost to void rot, whatever the hell that is. You wonder if that's why she's on top of Kuprum. He's some sort of combination steed and seeing eye dog. Void rot means my body doesn't retain energy like it's supposed to. Just look it up on GoReggle. It means I'm dying constantly, all the time. You almost point out that technically everyone is dying all the time, but you sense that this isn't the moment for fake deep fuckery. That really sounds like it blows, though. You tell her how sorry you are. What do you mean, why would you be sorry? You didn't do anything. Besides, stand there, looking ugly. Idiot thinks it makes a difference. Like what they think actually matters, lol. Can't wait for Teresa to take this one down to the coalfield for a little R&R. Rest and relaxation? That sounds nice, actually. Rampage and rending. Ah. Wow. And here was me thinking we could get through a whole conversation without bringing up precious Triza. Triza? I don't know. LOL, Triza rules. I love Triza. I know, dipshit. You rack your recent memories, trying to figure out if you know what a Triza is, or who. I don't think we've met that person yet. Side note Can here. We actually did meet Triza already. Triza Tethys is the current heiress during Hiveswap, which makes Kuprum's next comments a little more unsettling. Triza is basically the third member of this relationship. considering how goddamn horny you are to get her cybernetic tentacles up in you. Wow. What? Is that supposed to make me feel bad? Sounds great, actually. You watch too much Eastern Alternian pornography. I love these guys, her specifically. It'll be way better than sitting around with you. Always sucking me dry. Whoa! This sure is something you're witnessing right here. It must be that black rum stuff Zebra had briefly filled you in on. I'm getting that a little bit. You cock the hip and compliment them on the obvious, incredibly healthy pitch romance they got going on here. Now this is the part where they tell me they're not pitch and I'm gonna get killed. Because as everyone knows, there's nothing two people in a lover's spat like more than someone interrupting them to spout random bits of cultural knowledge. That's what separates them. Metaphorically, at least. Physically, Folykl stays clinging to Kuprum's back. Wrong again, fuckbulge. We're pale. Perfect. So pale. Oh, pale. That's the nice one. Hey, look at this. My self-insert is starting to learn troll romance. The petting one, where you talk about your feelings and then don't have sex. Alright, yeah, that's a little bit rudimentary, but yeah. What? You got something to say? You guys really don't seem to have your shit together, or you guys seem to have, like, a wonderful, stable relationship. I mean, I feel like calling their shit out is not gonna end very well, and honestly, they kind of do talk like two best friends who are just constantly insulting each other, which, I mean, most best friendships go that way, in my experience, so, yeah, you guys are doing great. Right? Glad you understand. You don't feel great about this. It's not cool to tell lies, especially not to your new friends. But it's also not cool to neg your rad new friends' relationship, especially when you don't know how the fuck any of this stuff works. Honestly, you should probably come up with some sort of mnemonic for just how little you know about anything at all. You don't know what that means. You don't know what that means. YDKWTM. You'll workshop it. LOL, you actually seem okay. Obviously a huge normie freak. But okay. You wonder what kind of people Kuprum has been hanging out with if he thinks you look normal. At this point, you're, what? Dressed in a bathrobe, sunburned, slathered in sparkly lotion, and probably a bunch of other stuff you can't remember right now. His friends must look really wild. Just a refresher course, especially if this is the first episode you're watching of this from me, which seems unlikely, but if you did not watch the previous episodes, the bathrobe and the sparkly lotion are both from our time with our legislator friend, and the sunburning was from when we were out in the desert, which was very fun. Anyway. You hope whoever those friends are will be your friends too. You aren't picky about looks. The group of blue bloods out in the street. Maybe they could use some friends too. Don't do it. You're getting the vapors at just the thought of all these potential connections. You start around the dumpster to find out. Kuprum grabs the back of your shirt. Where do you think you're going? Idiot tries to make decisions for themselves. The decisions are bad. Nobody is fucking surprised. LOL. You point out very respectfully that all these people look pretty lost and confused. You assume the prank is over now. Everyone can shake hands and go on as friends. This is idiotic considering what you have learned about Alternia up until now. Thank you, game. Not a prank. This is war. It's not over until all of them are dead or crying. Well, okay, as long as you aren't the one dead or crying. None of the high bloods look too close to doing either, though. They're standing in a clump in the center of the street, nervous, but fine. This is just a minor inconvenience, like a flat tire or a spilled cup of coffee. They have been lured into the slums by some greasy nerds, but Folykl and Kuprum don't seem to plan on doing anything besides watching and giggling. One of the blue bloods, a smallish girl with a cerulean symbol on her hair clips, is standing a little apart from the group, furiously texting. Oh, you would probably spell it out. TFW when dirty blue blood girl starts losing her cool. Should have known one of them would crack. You aren't sure what's going on. YASWG. Still not great. Regular is calling the damn drones. Usually Habloods wouldn't go running to them like that. Don't want to admit Lowbloods got one over on them. When you get owned, fucking own it. Alright, this took me forever, but I just realized they're doing the Reddit green text thing at the beginning of his quirk. Sorry, it took me 10 years to pick up on that. That could go on a t-shirt. Folykl and Kuprum seem bummed that their prank is going to end so fast and with so little damage done. But isn't that the point of a prank? That everyone gets out of it relatively unscathed? Anything more and it becomes an assault. Did you not hear the part where it's war and Alternia? That's what they do. Overhead there is a whir and a clank. Loud, but not loud enough to prepare you for the damn flying bus coming in for a landing out on the street. Holy shit. You don't think you've ever been so excited about public transportation. You are confident that continuing your ramble across this alien world is the best thing for you, but gosh, it would be nice to rest your feet for a little while. Even better, none of the trolls getting on the bus seem to have any money or travel passes. Perfect! You don't have any of those things either. You start around the— oh no, you idiot! You start around the trash pile again, and this time 2 pairs of hands grab onto the back of your shirt. Dude, where the hell are you going? You quickly explain that you want to catch the bus before it takes off again. You have no idea how long it will be before another one arrives. Folykl and Kuprum look at you like you're crazy. Well, Kuprum looks at you, and Folykl kind of looks over your shoulder. Can you call it looking if someone doesn't have eyes? Listen, I know we make jokes about the intelligence of everybody around us. It's just our thing. But are you actually mentally handicapped? You can't just get on a chartered scuttle buggy. That's for cerulean and up. Maybe teal, if they got a death wish. Ugh, this damn hemospectrum thing again. You really need someone to sit you down and explain exactly how all of this works. Preferably without calling you an idiot the whole time. Or hitting on you. It just seems so arbitrary. At least the oppressive power structures from your planet make sense. Do they? They don't honestly make sense. Oh, okay. Well, no, they don't actually, but you're used to them, which makes them much better and more acceptable. Does it? You hang back as all the blue bloods get on the bus. It occurs to you that even though it was their prank that lured the blue bloods down here, Folykl and Kuprum had to watch it all unfold from behind a dumpster. They don't dare do anything head-on. Not that you support just randomly attacking people in the street, but it is kind of fucked up that only a certain kind of violence is acceptable, aimed in a very specific direction. Judging from how easily Kuprum picked you up with his brain, he could hold his own in a fight no problem. And this is why there was a low-blood revolution back in the day. The bus takes off, blasting a backcraft that rattles the empty cans and crumpled bits of garbage in the gutter. Stillness descends on the alley. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Kuprum said they were calling the drones, but a bus came instead. Maybe calling the drones can mean a whole bunch of things, like calling 911 can be to report a robbery, assault, or someone's leg falling off. Or that's what you think until you hear the distant but quickly closing pound of giant footsteps. Oh, run please. Fuck. Time to go. Folykl wraps her arms more securely around Kuprum and he takes off. Like, literally takes off. At first you think he's wearing those shoes with the little wheels on the bottom. The kind kids wear to crash into stuff in the mall. Not wrong. But no, he's hovering a half inch off the ground. You have to run to keep up with him, and your steps are distressingly loud on the pavement. A familiar weightlessness shoots through your limbs, settling into your guts. Energy crackles around you, picking you up off the ground and pulling you along behind them. He has enough power to float both of you at once, all the while carrying his girlfriend on his back. You don't know much about psychics, YDK Matt, but that is pretty damn impressive. The three of you round a corner, and you forget all about being impressed because you are too busy freaking the fuck out. You were so busy worrying about the drone coming from behind you that you did not consider the possibility of one closing in from the front. This one is smallish, but it's still a lot bigger than you, and a lot spinier, and a lot more endowed with dangerous lasers, and it's focused on the three of you instead of someone else. You, Folykl, and Kuprum make a similar noise. It goes a little bit like, smash. The smash at the end comes from Kuprum picking up all three of you with his brain and tossing you just as the drone shoots a laser out of its torso. Whoa. It blasts the pavement where you'd been standing into craggy, smoking chunks. You tumble feet over ass into the alley wall. A concerning pain twinges through your healing ribs, but you are just so used to injuries at this point you barely wince. Uh-oh. What's more concerning is Folykl. The blast rips her off of Kuprum and sends her in the opposite direction, against the alley wall with you. She immediately curls into a ball, like a pill bug with a lot of hair. She doesn't respond when you ask her if she's okay, and you aren't sure if you should touch her. You shouldn't move injured people, right? Especially not injured people with void rot. You are an injured person and you've been moving this entire time, but fair enough. I'm fine. I'll live. Oh, fuck. The drone had a 50-50 chance of coming in your direction instead of Kuprum's, and surprise, it did. It moves altogether way too fast for something that size. Aren't big things supposed to be slow? That's what video games taught you. Video games wouldn't lie, would they? I don't know, would you? Fuck, shit, hell. You've come all this way, dodged so many dangers, and made so many friends, and now you're just gonna get lasered by some huge spiky robot monster thing. Are they even robots? They kind of look organic, but so do, like, the couches here. But you digress. It's going to kill you. But instead of dealing you a quick, fatal blow, the drone stops in the center of the street. Its big, ugly head swivels towards Folykl. Oh god. Oh god, don't! No, don't you dare! Is it possible you found someone more gullible than you are? Alternia definitely doesn't seem like a great place to be the weakest link. As usual, you are next to useless. All you can do is watch as the drone takes heavy steps toward her. Please, no fucking god, leave her alone. Desperate, you kick a nearby trash can. You shout, you make as much noise as you can, trying to draw its attention. Once you have it, you aren't sure what you're going to do with it, but you aren't worried about that right now. The drone grinds to an uncertain halt. Its head slowly turns toward you, then back to Folykl. It can't make up its mind. Should it go for Void Rot or the noisy asshole? You look around for weapons while it's frozen in indecision. There's nothing here but empty bottles and tiny pieces of concrete. You really are a worthless wreck. Your new friend is about to get stomped or blasted or kicked with a giant metal leg, and all you can do is hop around like a maniac and smack a trash can. Fuck. Luckily, for once you aren't the only one here. Your new friend already has a friend. You're really friend crashing here. Ooh. Kuprum doesn't screw around. He rises up on a wave of crackling power, attacking the drone by, well, basically just by putting his hands on its big ugly head and discharging as much energy as possible, frying whatever brainstem the thing has. You try to be at least a little bit useful and drag Folykl out of the way of the drone as it falls, but it doesn't fall, it just shuts down. The evil red glow of its eyes dies, and it goes still. It becomes just a giant ugly statue of an alien robot in the middle of a filthy street. Kuprum drops like a rock, and before he's even out of the air, he's on his way to Folykl. He shoves you out of the way. Fol, are you okay? Please say you're okay. What the fuck, Fol? Folykl buries her face in Kuprum's chest. Her two little fists clinging tight to his arms. Her shoulders rise and fall. She's taking huge breaths like she can't get her lungs to work right. Do trolls even have lungs? They probably call them something weird. Respiratory sacs. Breath glands. Suck sphincters. I'm fine. Idiot. Oh, thank God. You had a snide comment all ready to go, concerning appreciating your loved ones while you can before a big metal monster comes and squishes them, but sitting here watching Kuprum hold Folykl like he never wants to let her go, well, all your snideness drains into a puddle at your feet. You don't know them. You don't know their life. Their relationship might not be the healthiest, but honestly, whose is? You've seen some really bad shit, both here and back home. Don't I know it? Hey. You okay, dork? Yeah, you really are. Thanks to them. I did it! Guys! I just made 2 fucking friends. Holy shit. That's the first time we've done this in the same volume. Like, I know we didn't make it with our last friend, but we still got to this volume. Holy shit, that's great. This is time for celebration. And they're such cuties too. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I was so worried I was going to fuck this one up and we were going to have another volume where we don't make any friends, but I made 2 friends in one go. That's fucking amazing. Wow. Okay, so if you want to hear me ramble about things, come follow me on Twitter at SwiftMartyrdom. I also have a Tumblr at GatoNip. And I'm always here on YouTube looking up people being nerds. Yeah, that's about accurate. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!